Duthie Hill. I've been riding for a little while now, like warmed up, jumping around, riding a few trails. My goal today was to come out and to try to learn how to do no-handers. Been doing one-handers for a little while now, and they feel pretty comfortable. I feel like that's a logical place to start to learn how to do no-handers. Today I'm going to start warm up with a couple more jumps, and then start slowly trying to just take my hands off the bars and document the process to see how it goes. So here we go. All right, dropping in. Do a couple one-handers. Let's do a couple more one-handers. Alright, those are pretty comfortable, so I think this next try, I'm going to try just maybe like that. Just barely letting go of the bars, real quick. See how it goes. Alright, dropping in. See if I can let go of those handlebars in the air. Alright. Okay. Got about an inch away from the handlebars. So. That's a start, I guess. Let's see if I can add some distance. Alright, no handers, round 2. Alright. Sweet. It's actually, I guess, I'd say it's feeling a little bit easier than I expected it to. Trying to think best how to explain. I guess I was expecting, it feels more stable, like a lot more stable in the air than I expected it to. I'm sure, I've definitely heard that it helps a lot if you have clipless pedals, which I do. I could see how if you're on flats that like the bike would probably feel a lot more like it's going to fall away from under you. And you probably have to pinch the seat a little bit more with your knees. But yeah, it's like, honestly, like when my hands come off it, the feeling is not very different at all. You know, it's that same kind of light floating through the air feeling. So yeah, it feels pretty good so far and fun. So let's drop in again. See if I can make some more progress. I'm just gonna keep repeating laps until I get comfortable getting my hands further away. Woo! So that time I managed to get what felt like pretty much full extension to the sides. To be completely honest, I kind of wasn't expecting to like progress this fast with this trick. Alright, so I'm not going to talk this time because I think that distracted me a little bit. thing I was thinking about that I feel like is pretty helpful, it's maybe a little bit counterintuitive, but I decided to try these on these pretty decent sized jumps. I mean, they're not huge by any means, but they're not small. Like this first one's about, I don't know, maybe 15 feet, maybe a little more than that from the lip to the landing. The second one's at least 20. The second one's bigger, but I feel like it'd be much harder to try to learn this trick on a small jump. Obviously, less time in the air gives you less time to get your hands off the bars and then back on, which is obviously the important part. So clearly I'm no expert at no-handers since this is my first time doing them, but I would probably, with my limited experience, suggest trying them on some bigger jumps that you're comfortable with, like just nice, real well-built jumps that you've done a lot. Yeah. So that second one, like, my arms went pretty far back, at least with my limited shoulder mobility, it felt far back. So I'm gonna try to set up the camera, get some outside shots, see what it looks like from a different perspective. It was pretty dark at this point, and I'm not even sure if this footage will be usable, but I decided to see if I could take my newfound skill to a new trail. So, see how it goes. This one is called Paramount. There, another little one. Oh, snuck a couple in there. Still different on like new jumps. Super fun. Super stoked with the progress I made. Woo! All right, that's it for the day. I'm pretty stoked on my progression. Definitely, like I said, was surprised with, I guess, how kind of easy it felt. There's a lot of things are like that on the bike, though, honestly. So it makes sense. Like, you build things up in your head always to be way worse than they are in reality. So, I mean, just the first time, just barely getting my hands off the bars, like just an inch, it kind of gave me that realization, you know, like, oh, that's what it feels like to not have your hands on the handlebars in the air. And it felt surprisingly stable and just natural. So yeah, as you saw in the video from there, it was just kind of repetition and getting familiar with the movement. After I tried to do the other trail where the jumps were a little bit smaller, definitely harder and scarier on those smaller jumps, because you kind of know, like, as soon as you leave the lip of a jump, you almost instantly have an idea in your head of how much time you're going to be in the air and how long you have before you hit the landing. So when you go off a smaller jump, at least again in my limited experience, I was way more hesitant to take my hands off, knowing that I was going to be on the ground sooner rather than later. So yeah, I think big jumps are your friend for this trick. Gives you plenty of time to sort it out in the air. But yeah, that's all I got for now. Hopefully you guys enjoy the video, and thanks for watching.